Hello YouTube and welcome back to City Skylines. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out what were we doing last time? I think we were playing around with some railways. Yeah, that's what we were doing. We were playing around with some railways. But between episodes and available for you guys to watch on Patreon probably in a couple of days, I've been hard at work putting in a bunch of railways. So if you have a look around here, you'll see some things have changed. I need to get out of this view because it's just not working. There you go, you can see that we have railways, we have new bridges. Nothing's quite perfect yet. We have new village locations, or at least I've put some roads in for said village locations. We have the railways going around there, we've got them going there, another village right there, all the way over to here. This one's even become a bridge, not a well-defined bridge I must say, or a well-constructed bridge, but we have that there. This is no longer going over. There's a reason for that, so I will explain when we get around to it. This is now connecting up all the way along here, over here. Then we've got this running all the way, and everything is actually quite properly done. However, I can't get any trains running, and I wonder if it's to do with the fact that this is a single track. I am curious. Somebody said to try single track, and I tried it. A few little bugs there. It doesn't seem to be working. So we are going to change that all to double track pretty soon in this video, and then we are going to not go there. We're going to go over here and start working on a potential village railway station that would have been here. Build up some roads around it, i.e. a village. And then that's where we're going to potentially expand from. So make sure you stay tuned for all of that. There's a lot to go on in the next few episodes. This city is going to get pretty big, I hope. It might not, but hopefully it will. So we shall have to see. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is use this tool to pick, not that track, to pick the double track. That's what I want. That track, and then go around replacing all of this track, which I know is, I mean, ideally I wanted the single track. It was a brilliant idea. To the person who left the comment, it really was a brilliant idea to do such a thing. But it doesn't seem to be working. And before anyone says that it's because of the electricity, I have tried this as well. Again, all on Patreon. What's going on here? Why have you changed view? Is that because it just went into down like that? Really? The track isn't perfect yet. I'm sure it will be at some point, but at present it isn't perfect. I will have to spend a lot of time changing certain things around, and I'm going to show you one of the things that I did do, and it did take again a long time. That's all on video for the people. Oh, I'm glad it doesn't change the roads into railways. That would have been annoying. Okay, so we've got this entire section done. Now I've got to do... where is it? It's up here. Here we go. Now I'll try this entire section. Oh, double track... single track would have been awesome. Unfortunate. Of course, this might not be the problem either. I genuinely do not know what's going on here. There you go. I don't care if the space is occupied. You're doing that. What on earth? Why have you done such a thing? What is this? ground, please. Thank you. Not a clue what happened there. Okay. Continuing on. And that should be everything. That should be all the track now double tracked. Okay, great. If that doesn't fix it, I don't know what will, unfortunately. Now, to look at where we're going to stick a railway station in this city. Honestly, I think the railway station needs to go this way, first of all. And I think it should be right here. That's where I think it should be. So that's where I'm going to try to actually put it. And we are just going to use a village. We're not going to use one of that's a cargo station, but we're not going to use one of them. We're not going to use a simple train station like that. We are going to use a village train station. Now it says it must be placed roadside, so obviously I need to build a road. Hello. Where's that? Wait, where was that? Road can... Okay. That's where those things are. Don't go away. Toll roads. I don't care about toll roads. I do not like toll roads. Stone road. Tiny promenade. Oh, there's a lot of things. There's lots of things here I didn't know about. Right, anyway. Small road. Small brushish road, please. Sure, why not? An old cobblestone road. Sounds about right. Right, let's do that, and then say from there it really just goes its way over like that. That's what it did. That's what the road did. Sure, why not? It doesn't look like a cobblestone road at all, does it? No. I thought I picked a cobblestone street. Apparently that's not what I think it is. Oh, rubbish. I don't want a gravel road. I don't really want a road with... I tell you what, we could just go for the old rural roads over here. It doesn't really matter. It used to be a rural road. We can leave some of these roads in, to be completely honest. I think they would look quite nice. Right. Let's go ahead and build the station. You there. Go... Sure, go there. That's not bad. And now we build the railway itself. For which I'm going to once again grab this. You. What are you? I need to... There we go. That's a really good tool, that is. It's a really, really good tool. Now, we're going to join on to there, but... How are we going to do this? Now, obviously, that's the first thing. See, now, that's going to be a problem, that... But we're going to fix that. I will fix that. I also want to enable straight slope. There we go. I'll do that. Now clearly that's not quite as we want it, but I will fix it momentarily. Just connect up like that for now. Okay, now to fix this all up. Well, at least this part anyway. We are going to lower... how much of this can we lower? We're going to lower this entire section. You... there to there. You're going down. Maybe not that down. But you are going down. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. And then we can just very gently slope upwards. Just very, very gently slope upwards. See, I don't like this part. I think this is going to lead to some pretty interesting... In fact, given that we have to come back down on this, why don't we just leave this flat? That's probably a good idea. I'm going to try and leave this flat. Now, I might not do this all in this episode, but I'm going to try and flatten all of this out. And you can see why I do this mostly off camera. It's incredibly, incredibly tedious, and for some people might even be a tad boring. So I'd rather do it off camera and not have too many complaints. Right, is that going downhill? It is a little bit. But if I were to grab this junction and say you go down there, you go down, and you go down a bit. There we go. That's a much better junction. And then similarly, you can be sort of going down. I know that's up, but we'll bring that all down as well, like that. And then I'll bring this point. No, this point. Yep, this point. No, that point goes down. See, some of these are a bit wonky, as you can see. It's not quite straightened out as I want it to be, but let's try that. Then we can drop this point here. There we go. That's alright. I can even essentially drop this one down a bit, since it does come down through here. Oh, it's supposed to before the bridge anyway. Okay, so we've got that. I will actually raise this up a little bit. And now all we do is bring that one, and that one, and that one down. And would you look at that? We actually have quite a railway here. If this works, that is. I wonder, is it possible? Surely it is, right? No. Tell me that you can bridge over this. You tell me it's possible for you to do this. You're telling me it's not possible for you to do this. For some annoying reason. You're telling me that you cannot... Are you genuinely telling me that you cannot bridge this? No, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to do the elevated pieces. Maybe this doesn't have an elevated piece. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably it. It doesn't have an elevated piece. Do you have a bridge piece? No bridge piece either. Ah, that's it. It doesn't have a bridge or an elevated piece. That's what's causing the problem. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll deal with that, and I'm sure we'll be able to sort that out. I am fairly certain we can bridge something there. Right. So that is our railway into here. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. All we need to do is fix this up a little bit by doing something along the lines of that, and something along the lines of right, this is where it's going to get a bit odd, because I need to drag these out like so. That needs to be dragged out too. Not quite what I'm after, I'll be honest. That's probably more like what I'm after. That will do. That will do, actually. Okay. So we've got some sort of a train station in the city. Obviously this is going to change. And now what I'm going to do is perhaps build up a little bit here and there. So what I'm thinking of doing, let me think. If I were to... Right, let's just make it as though it were a village. So 11 meter rural village thing. Where is it? I can never find it. There's so many streets that... I know which one I'm after. It's not that one. It's not the 12 meter one. It's the 11 meter one. There's an 11 meter... No, that's not it though. It should just say rural village on it. Am I just... There it is. Got it. Okay. So here we go. What would a rural village sort of be showing? All... Right, this... All of those can go off. I'm assuming, first of all, you probably have... yeah, we'll connect these up as though, you know, we have done something here. I'd say there'll be something like that. Probably a road that goes in. That doesn't go all the way. That only connects like that. This is something that does happen quite a lot, actually. So you will actually end up with roads that do funny things like this. There you go. So that road will be there. That you could end up with houses over there. And then I don't know. Perhaps we'll have a village. Let's say there was a road here that went round to the side of this and went up here, and then would have a road that ran alongside the railway station in a way like that, because obviously it was higher up, so you had some housing and whatnot. Perhaps there was a school up here. We will build this all up. We're going to build up the entire lot here. Go, and maybe there's something that did that as well. And to finish it off, we had something that went like that, just went straight up there. Eventually those things would end up connected. So that's a village of some sort. In fact, no, we're not done yet. Now we're done? Sure, now we're done. So that would have been a potential village, and as you can see, it's not as tightly packed as these, but once everything goes in here, it's going to look very, very tightly packed. So for the last 10 minutes, I am actually going to start putting a few things in. So we'll start with, of course, village, and we'll get a few village assets in. We'll go for these houses, you know, as they were out here. We'll build a few of them, not so many. We'll put one there, we'll put one here, we'll put sure, we'll put one there, and we'll put one on the road. Sure, let's put two on the road like that. We'll put one of these houses somewhere. I want that house here. There we go. It's an old farmhouse or something. And then I shall place a number of these houses in. And this one. Why not? Oh, we need to place a small house. Ah, right. You should be able to fit. I'm going to make you fit. You are going to fit once I do that. You are going to fit in there because I'm going to be adjusting some of these. As people have seen, if you've watched my older or other City Skylines episodes, you'll know that I do tend to do things where things have to be moved around a lot. Up here we can have another village house or something. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? And we'll have a nice, this area we're going to have a really nice house that is away from, we're going to back it away, and we'll have another one of those over here. That's going to be two of those in that area. Down here we're probably going to have let's put some shops, because you know it is, what's this, is that a shop? That's another village house. At the end of the day, this is a village, and villages need shops. So we've stuck one shop in. We'll look at potentially stick it. Well, that one could be interesting because it would be on an odd corner, as it were. So we'll do that. Let's stick another one of those in, and then one of those in there. Let's stick oh, I've forgotten to activate that. Okay, and now let's have a look at the water and electricity. So we'll run water. I'm going to run it up here, and then I'm going to run it along this one, like that, and then I'll run it up this road, and then I'll run it along this road, that. There we go. I really need to place these water pipes better. And I suppose we should probably run one along there and connect that up there. That should fill this entire area with water. Good. And in terms of electricity, well, I think we are going to need some rural power lines. So we'll just throw some power lines in to, I don't know. There, why not? Okay, should we see what we've built? Should we save it first? Let's save it first. Let's do that, and then let's Let's do this. There we go. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this build up. Right. Here we go. It's all building up. It's looking... well, it's not going to look great right now, but it should look good pretty soon. Right. Okay, let's just speed this up. No, that's not it. I can't remember what the speed up and slow down buttons are. Come on. Still got that issue. I want to fix that issue. But there we have... Come on. Something or other. There we go. Some buildings. Not great. I'm sure I can... well, we've got people moving in. That's a good thing. And another good thing is that fire brigade and all of that isn't that far away. Police and fire brigade just around here somewhere. There it is. So they should be able to respond really quickly if anything happens. Which I'm glad about. And what I'm going to do now, just to finish this episode off, I'm going to move a few of these closer to each other so that they look just a little bit better, a little bit more realistic as it were. There we go. As a matter of fact, I could literally just go ahead and... Oops, no. Wait, what? Marquee... Oh, right. Okay, that's the marquee selection. I meant to clone it. That's what I meant to do. Let's do one of that, and then I'll... How do I get rid of the... No. Oh, single. Right, got it. My mistake. There we go. So now it starts looking far more like the village that I intended it to look like. There we go. So it's just a matter of moving things into their correct places. Sometimes you can leave a little gap, for example, on this one. So I'll say, okay, I can leave a small gap right there. Not a problem. I'll just connect these two houses to each other. I'll push this house right the way back, if like that. I'll push this house back like that, and there we go. And then we'll leave a gap here, and I will just stick these houses together like that, and we'll move this over quite far forward. We'll have a house connected to it there. We'll have another house connected like that. And then, I don't know. Let's clone this house. Let's do one of those. Let's do two of those. Why not? 1 and 2. There you go. We'll do that. And these houses will be just rotated just enough to start getting this turned a bit like that. And there you go. Suddenly you've got yourself a decent looking village street. And that's exactly what we were after. So that's where I'm going to end this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to hit the like button. I didn't build anything yet. What's wrong with me? And subscribe to the channel, complete with that notification bell to catch more episodes. I am going to move this forward you know, a lot of this is just going to disappear. So I don't know why I'm building it, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. If you can do so, please support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in City Skylines, where we will continue working with the city of Athenford, and this time we're actually going to add some Tudor style stuff into this village, and then perhaps some Victorian, and that will show how that village actually grew. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that.